Hello and welcome back. This is going to be a overview of the final assembly of the dual exhaust system on my truck. So let's get to it. Starting at the front, I installed I went out and purchased a new intermediate pipe coming back from the Y pipe. I suppose I could have used the original one, but what would have been left over after cutting off the OEM muffler, I just don't feel that it would have been enough. So I just went ahead and purchased a new intermediate pipe. Moving back is the kit, starting with the Flowmaster Super 44 muffler. In the previous video you saw where I welded on a little bit around the diameter here to thicken it up so it would grip onto and fit tight into the inlet. When I did this kit, I did a dry fit from start to finish, front to back, and actually used sheet metal screws here and here, and then like at every connection I'll show you along the way moving back. There's one there and there. I used like 2 at each one. These pipes right here, they slid all the way up to this point right in here, so it was pretty solid. Moving back, you can see kind of how it went over the axle. Move to the back now. Here we are at the rear of the truck, coming off of the Flowmaster Super 44. Both exhaust tubes coming back and over the axle. The original design and intent is to have the exhaust exits coming out, you know, right behind the muffler, each one on one side, but I didn't want that. I wanted them to come out the side behind the wheel. So the kit pieces provided make allowances for you to, well, actually they don't. Let me take that back. So these overflow tubes, they end right here, each one, and then these tubes right here I modified each one so that I could do the side behind the wheel exit. Originally I tried to go with the bend that was provided. It just wasn't working out for me, so I had to cut the pipe and weld on a new sleeve so I get it to fit the way I want on each side. And actually this one I had to make a pie cut in so it would angle in towards the wheel a little bit more, and then re-weld that back too. It comes with every clamp you'll need to complete this project, and that includes holding on to they provided with the exhaust tips, which are pretty nice, I must say. But I just didn't want this kind of clamp holding on the tip, so I went out and opted for these wraparound stainless steel type clamps, so that if I just change my mind or whatever, or need to do some work back here and I don't want to damage the tips, I can loosen these bolts and take off the clamp, and the tip will slide right off. I put, you can't see, but if you can see, like right in here where that kind of like form is, that's where the end of the tip is. So it wasn't gripping on and holding, so I had to take and put 2 cuts on either side, so that when this clamp tightened down, it would smush up against this right here, and then now it's holding on real firm. It ain't coming off. So that I chose to do that. And this is the kit included hangers and clamps right here on each side. Now, I don't know about anybody else's Silverado, but there's 2 holes like in the frame on each side. This one right here too. And I was able to take the hanger and just push it up through the hole, and I used a bolt, an Allen screw, some stuff in my stash, my bolt drawer, and made this affair here up so it'd hang it with it. And this is also something I can disassemble if I want to make a change, whatever, later on. And yeah, that little piece of wood right there is a 1/4 inch thick, and I need to use that as a shim to even out the distance, you know, like how these hung and how they looked in the back.